I think my best friend is in love with my wife, and her responses deeply worry me. My lifelong best friend Jerry has always found my wife Rachel attractive. He used to joke that if I wasn't in the picture, he'd pursue her immediately. I took it as a compliment until it became constant. 6 months ago, I confronted him. Do you actually have feelings for Rachel? You're my boy, he said. She's almost irresistible, but I'd never crossed that line. 1 month later, he was telling her directly. We were drinking at our house when Jerry looked Rachel up and down. Jake's a lucky man because, wow, knock it off, I told him. Rachel just laughed. Don't be so serious, Jake. The next time he came over, he did it again. Rachel laughed and said, your girlfriend Sarah must be equally lucky. They both laughed while I watched my best friend flirt with my wife as she reciprocated. A month later, I discovered Jerry had sent Rachel gym progress pics. A text popped up while we were looking at her phone. She quickly hid it, but I'd seen him flexing shirtless, her responding with heart eyes emojis. It's nothing, she convinced me. We went on a double date, ended up at our house for drinks. Jerry and Rachel went to smoke in the backyard. Can we join? Sarah and I asked. Private chat, Rachel said, closing the door. More instances followed. Constant texting. Inside jokes. Playful touches. Yesterday came the slap. I saw an email on Rachel's laptop. Hotel booking confirmation. Next weekend. 2 people. Rachel and Jerry. Same room, but oddly, 2 single beds. That evening, I tested her. Want to visit my parents next weekend? Can't. Going to Jessica's birthday out of state. She lied without hesitation. Saturday morning, Rachel left. See you Monday, babe. I followed using GPS tracker on her car. She drove to a hotel 30 minutes away, not out of state. Jerry arrived separately. They hugged too long, then went inside. I waited an hour, then went to the front desk. My wife forgot her medication. Room 214, the clerk said. At the door, I heard laughter. Rachel's giggle. Jerry's voice, but also another woman's voice. I knocked. Jerry answered. Rachel sat on one bed, fully clothed. On the other sat Sarah and a woman I'd never seen. Jake, what are you doing here? I could ask you the same. Come in, Jerry said. The room had birthday decorations, a cake, wrapped presents. We need to talk about your blackouts, Sarah said. My what? The nights you don't remember, Jerry said. The conversations you forget. I don't have blackouts. The stranger stood. I'm Dr. Harrison, psychiatrist. Your wife asked me here. Why? Rachel was crying. Jake, you've been having dissociative episodes. You become someone else. That's ridiculous. Jerry pulled out his phone. Remember when you accused me of flirting with Rachel? You were. You became convinced you were me. You sent her those gym photos from my phone when you borrowed it. Impossible. Dr. Harrison spoke gently. Dissociative identity disorder. Sometimes people create alternate personalities based on people they know. You're saying I think I'm Jerry? Not think, Rachel said. Become. You literally believe you're him. Last week you tried to kiss me and said, come on, Rachel. Jake doesn't have to know. Sarah handed me a folder. These messages between Jerry and Rachel. Check the times against Jerry's actual location. His phone was at work. The messages came from your phone. I stared at the evidence. The hotel booking? I asked weakly. For an intervention, Rachel said. 2 beds for Dr. Harrison and Sarah. But you lied. Because when I bring up your episodes, you become aggressive. Or you switch. Switch? Into the Jerry personality, Dr. Harrison explained. How long? 6 months, Rachel said. Since your father's death. My father. The accident. Our last conversation being an argument. I remember things differently. That's the disorder. Your mind rewrites memories. Jerry sat beside me. You called me 2 nights ago at 3 a.m. crying, saying you were losing your mind. You begged for help. You don't remember? I didn't. Rachel knelt before me. There's something else. Something we discovered researching your condition. She pulled out an old newspaper clipping. Local boy, 8, only survivor of family murder-suicide. The photo showed a young boy who looked exactly like me at that age. But the name wasn't Jake Stevens. It was Jerry Williams. That's impossible, I whispered. Jake, Dr. Harrison said carefully. We believe your condition started much earlier than 6 months ago. We think it began when you were 8. I don't understand. Rachel held my hands. The boy in this photo, Jerry Williams, witnessed his father kill his mother and sister before killing himself. The trauma was so severe that the boy created a new identity, Jake Stevens. But Jerry is right here. I turned to Jerry, but he was gone. So was Sarah. Only Dr. Harrison and Rachel remained. Where did they go? Rachel was crying harder. Jake, Jerry has been dead for 20 years. He died in the murder-suicide with his family. But I've known him since college. You've known the personality you created. You are Jerry Williams. You survived that night and became Jake Stevens to escape the trauma. That's insane. I have memories. A whole life, Dr. Harrison nodded. Created to protect yourself, but stress triggers the original personality, Jerry, to resurface. My phone buzzed. A text from Jerry. Stop fighting it. You know I'm real. Rachel saw it. Jake, that's your second phone. The one you use when you're Jerry. I looked at my hand. 2 phones. Full story linked below.